Alright, let's get back to it. So, the last two matches didn't turn out the way we wanted. Well, 3 points out of 2 matches is not that bad, but it's not good. We need to get rid of the bad results. Whilst that happened, I don't think the results reflect the way we played that well. We could have done a bit better, I guess. So, expected goals wise, I'm not too concerned at the moment. Still, there's some concern, of course, with the results overall. We're not through half of the season yet, but yeah, we need every single point at this point. And we can certainly, well, we can make the argument that this has been lost in midfield, and overall there's a lack of ability in the squad. Let's put it that way. I don't feel it's a Zetterberg's problem. He's not to blame overall, I think. Yeah, this has been strictly average, and that should be good enough. Now, obviously, I always want somebody to be a bit better, but in this case, I don't think we have somebody available. Or I don't think we can get anyone. By the way, there's this English keeper that we wanted to sign prior to this season. Oh, he's off the shortlist now. Apparently. Well, there was a goalkeeper from England anyway, who was much too expensive all the time. Let's have a look if we can find him. Forgot his name, sadly. Well, it was none of these, it was an old one. Yeah, cool, we forgot about him, great. He was on trial a few times. Well, none of these, that's for sure. Well, I don't know anymore. But there was somebody that we were looking to sign, who was on a free contract, but he was or on a free transfer, but he was much too expensive at that point in time. Now, I don't want to spend the cash on these people right now, but yeah, let's look into performances first. So Zetterberg, I don't want to blame the last result on him, but yeah, one of his saves wasn't on point. He tipped one save, made 2 interceptions apparently. Passing has been decent, but he conceded too much, so we cannot even criticize this. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, maybe we gotta wait for the next day. I'm not sure. Might be that's the thing. And now the fans are less than happy with Anderson. I can see that, yes. Especially since he didn't improve. Like, at all. Now, from a 27-year-old, I do not expect him to improve within the next 2 weeks. But he had the time on the pitch. He had. And I don't think the fans are... I don't think it's justified. He could be a bit better overall. Sure. But considering his attributes and... well, his personality certainly makes up for some of it. So, that's okay. His training performances are really unexcusable though. The game against Ytterhogdals is a home game, and this is one. They call these the 6-point matches, I think. It's one we need to win. Just how it is. We want to push them down into the relegation zone, and we want to win against them for sure. Simply because we need the points. So this would distance us by additional 3 points from them. We need to do that. But we'll have to look into their strengths and weaknesses and so on. So at home, I don't feel it's viable to go with a defensive tactic, especially since we face something like this. I hope that we can do something on the overlap here. So yeah, let's have a look. Now, given that we're trying to go for the overlap, I think it's a viable decision not to go with an attacking inverted winger here and to overlap on both sides. If this doesn't, well, this might not fit the player material too much, but they should not try to score through the wings anyway. Now obviously these will go out wide, Anderson and Molin. So there's always risk here. But I feel like if we... Can we man mark these? Maybe. Maybe we can man mark these, yes. There's no recommendations from old scouting just yet. Wow, great. So this is for any position of a player, yes. And I want this to be ongoing, but I cannot choose an area here. Great, but I cannot have a look in Norway. So it doesn't make much sense here. I would like to limit his scope to the league, to just scout for league teams, but apparently that doesn't happen. And then he made 88 reports so far. Well, some of them seem to be great players. For example, Hugo Svensson here. Well, I didn't like his traits there. Same as him. But yeah, sure. Some of these players are really great. So that's what's also bothering me a bit. We might have cut the budget too much for this season. Apparently this month is on a profit. Not sure why. But if we want to make it going forward, it's probably a good idea to loan out the players that will not make an appearance anyway. So in that sense, cut the budget even more. but free up some additional money for other players that are really helpful. 1 or 2 at least. So I don't think Kulovic will be helpful. It's just the way it is. In that sense, it's better to loan him out, I feel. And to give him the playing time he needs. I don't care much about the role. Maybe we can even get some money for him. I doubt it, but it might be. Ishak can remain at the club. Tillander can remain at the club. Warwick has shown some flexibility, I feel. He's not a great player. He didn't perform well. But I don't feel like we absolutely need to loan him out at this point. He's decent. Puget has the ability, I feel, but he didn't develop well with us. And he made only 4 appearances, and those were not good. I want to look into the mentoring unit. Yeah, so Puget is part of one of the mentoring units. One of the important ones, obviously. Because they're trying to influence him to be more professional. But so far it doesn't seem to work that well. Other clubs might be willing to offer for him on loan. But he was worth a lot last time we checked. So we might as well earn some money on him and try. Well, as a replacement for him, we would probably use Guillermo at this point. I don't feel one of the two needs to play more, and to have both around is not a good idea. That doesn't mean that I favor Guillermo over him, though. It's more that I cannot offer Guillermo out on that. So, yeah, Guillermo is where he is. Dobrev is transfer listed and nobody wants him yet. His contract runs as long as his loan, so we might as well give him up for free. Maybe not for free, but for 1.2 for installments, that would be fine by me. Liljedahl made up somewhat on his potential, but he's already 24. He's still one of the better players in our squad though. The susceptibility to injury is a bit concerning, but overall it should be okay. Then Ostrom, I don't feel will go anywhere. He needs to play. And I'm willing to offer him out on loan. I realized that this is one of the players that had a great personality prior to changing it. But he should still be able to develop once he gets some time on the pitch. But he needs the time on the pitch. And at 19 something, this is especially important, I feel. Oberg is not good enough. That's not a really debate. He doesn't want to sign for other clubs right now. We can still try though. Maybe somebody comes for him. Then there's Helberg, Forsell, Ekman, Korovic, Melander. Well, this is a difficult one. So, Helberg is wanted out on loan. He's only a backup member. Not that important, but for the squad personality, I feel he is important. So, I'm willing to keep him. His performances haven't been great, the 5 times he played. But well, one of these barely counts. Oh, they don't count the. Okay, they don't count these. So the last 2 were okay, I feel. It's there's not much reason to throw him out of the club just yet. And also there has been a decent amount of consistency. Yes, this is poor form, but if his form improves to a degree, he can be a viable backup at least. So I don't feel it's worthwhile to force him out of the club. Srsly is the better player of the 2, so there's no reason to force him out of the club. Isaac Augustin, in all honesty, I have no idea. So he went out on loan and that's it. Ekman is the passer of this squad. I don't want to get rid of him. Korovic was, well, we thought we could use him as somebody who distributes balls a bit, creates chances, and, well, it's just dangerous from set pieces too. Whilst all of this is true to a degree, his overall performance, 6.64, is not good, but it's not bad enough to throw him out of the club just yet. Also, that passing looks decent, right? Hopefully he can develop into something, though. Melander did improve a little bit, doesn't play much. He's a rather expensive emergency backup. Maybe it's a good idea to play something around him at this point. To give him some way to contribute. Because he certainly can. Or maybe he can't, I'm really not sure. With a defensive formation, I previously entertained the idea to put a deep lying playmaker either here or here. Probably more the aggressive type. Or maybe even a roaming playmaker. But yeah, with that skill set, it's probably a deep lying playmaker. To help with the distribution of the ball going forward. Because the Metzala doesn't help much so far. So we could see that as an opportunity to create more, especially on the wings. Overall passing when the defensive formation, I feel, is not good enough. There are not enough chances created with a killer ball or something. So there's that. We could also go with a deeper sitting deep lying playmaker, which is probably even easier to go for. Hi, welcome back, Kinos. In all honesty, not that good. So yeah, we're looking to improve things and thinking about what we can do. The last results were not great. Now, this wouldn't be that concerning overall if it weren't for the 14th place in the league. And it turned out to be a bad start after all. But the bigger problem is that the clubs around us are still earning points, and even though we are not really strictly absurdly bad, it feels like we sold too many players, and we are not. Let's say we're able to compete in the league, but not to the degree we were previously, when we finished third, 2 seasons in a row. So I'm thinking about improvements, but I don't want to overspend on these improvements either. We'll have to make some decisions. Yeah, in a way. But on the other hand, we gotta get through some, well, phases like this happen, right? We gotta get through them. And it's my bad decisions that got us here. Also some random luck or being unlucky, of course. But yeah. So in that sense, I'm willing to and willing to change some things. And it might also be that we brought in too many new players. That's also maybe a problem. Or maybe the new players didn't gel with the rest of the squad that well. So you can take it from different perspectives, right? You could argue, well, team cohesion is not good enough, or morale is not good enough. On the other hand, we sold the other players because they were in bad morale. No, it's the third. It's So this is called Swedish First Division North. There's Swedish First Division above. Well, this one is separated north and south. Then there's First Division above, and then there's Premier Division above. This is just like in England. The names are highly confusing. In Germany, we call them first, second, third. For some reason, they are first, second, and third league. So, well, but it is as it is. But you might remember this is a really small club. Ytterhogdals IK. So we finally got finances in check, and there's some clauses due to player sales and some income going forward. But all of that cost us quality-wise with the squad. And it's really hard to poach for the next player that is willing to sign for you on a cheap contract. That is good enough. As an example, I don't know when you've been around the last time. For example, Hellstrom here, Adam Hellstrom. We got on a free transfer. He's on a rather cheap contract. As a central defender, he does what's expected of him throughout the season, and he's good enough for the league. But he's got his weaknesses. First and foremost, minor lapses in concentration, and he loses his man from time to time, so marking is not good enough. And on the other side, his heading is missing to score the odd goal. Yeah, tell me about it. How are you doing? Anyway, this is the kind of player we want to sign. Maybe with less, with less areas that he needs to improve on. Absolutely. But on the other hand, we don't have that many players that are really outstanding. That's a problem. It's not like I want to be a squad of players that are all outstanding, but yeah. Just for example, physicals wise, this looks good. The finishing is really bad though. But it's not like he cannot score. From a physical point of view, he will score a few goals, and he will overrun the defense, or I don't know. That's cool. That's definitely good. It sounds like you can enjoy that one, right? That's good. I like that. Sometimes it's just about good morale, and you just found a few players that really develop well and are capable of pushing forward. Welcome back, Popple. So, Popple, is there anybody you think that needs to go out of the squad at this point? Who's not good enough? I had a look through. Sometimes they play volleyball. Well, ours don't. That's for sure. I don't know, I'm really not a big fan of this, but his physicals might imply that he's just a better choice. He will make a lot of errors, but he might be able to compensate for them. Can't we just have a well-rounded player? Well, we signed one, more or less. We signed a well-rounded player out here in Alp. And I'm not sure if that was a good idea. That's not bad. His performances have been, though. Yeah, you can laugh about it all day, right? But I feel like Alp as well as Muteba are to a degree well-rounded players. Muteba even improved a little bit. This is not really bad. Yes, technicals could be a bit better, sure. But we also see this performance-wise in Muteba. I mean, 6.74 this season isn't great, but he was on a 6.92 last season. So where did that come from? Hugo Bergman? Seriously? I don't think so. That was not down to Hugo Bergman on his all of it. Cannot be. So yeah, maybe he had more space or was capable of playing more the offensive style. So in that sense, Muteba is probably a good idea. Now, one thing that I also am not sure of is, do we even need to penetrate the opposition all the time? Or can we actually play a patient passing game? Let's get rid of this. And, well, this is suspiciable due to the long balls played behind us, but really we were always suspiciable to these anyway. So it doesn't matter if we step up more, I feel. Register. That would be Ekman or Melander. Yes. Yes, good technicals and mentals. This is available to a degree, right? I don't know, Melander never had a game of this type. But it's hard for us to expect what season. I think this is the 4th. So I didn't start this save on stream, so it might be the 4th season that we play this. Is this correct? Where is it? There should be history as a manager at somewhere. My history, job history, there it is. It's the 5th. It's the 5th. In my defense, we got promoted once, and the last 2 seasons were both while financially borderline stable. We both finished third, so we were really close to getting promoted 2 times. But this season we didn't. We took the cash and got rid of the unhappiness in the squad, and that might be a problem. We might have been better off with some unhappiness in the squad and less cash, but more ability. And now, if I look into finding players, well, it's just a problem. Really, to find anyone with good ability for us. For example, even if I were able to sign this guy, I don't feel he's better than what we have. So that's not a good idea. He's available. And with that amount of ones, I really don't want to have him in the squad. He's, for ball winning midfielder, this is not a good tackler. He's got technique 10 and passing 2. I wouldn't know what to do with this guy, really. This is what we have available, so no, I don't think so. And I feel there's like two players on the short list at this point. Yeah, that's Jorgi and that's Söderberg. So Söderberg I have on my radar for a while. Thing is, he's really expensive. Yeah. Maybe he can come in for trial though. So I can see him playing, for example, box to box. He's more so of a defensive option, but that didn't go down that badly with Torbjörn, who did it last time. As more of a ball-winning midfielder, played box to box, and maybe that contributed to less goals conceded. He can also, in all seriousness, just play ball-winning midfielder back here, and hopefully contribute going forward to a minor degree. In comparison to Srsly, where is he? We already did this last time. In comparison to Srsly, I feel no, we didn't. This is somebody else. Yeah, I feel Srsly is a viable defender, but Söderberg has a bit more overall skill set. He's the better central midfielder overall. He's 29 though. Good personality on the other hand. So if this is for another 1 or 2 or 3 years, maybe. But it depends on the money too. On the other hand, central midfield is really bad, and minor improvements might change that going forward. And he's also, as a long-term signing, he might be better just due to the fact, due to the personality. Yeah, they don't want to go. Or nobody wants him on loan. So Söderberg. Food got me tired apparently. Yeah, so how do we improve on this? Well, hard to say. Really hard to say. I also thought about one other possibility that is on the line here. Well, this is stupid. We cannot play him in the league matches. Um, there's one other thing that crossed my mind. We could go for 4-2-3-1 with two central midfielders and an attacking midfielder. We've got box-to-box midfielder, we've got a ball-winning midfielder who can play in defensive midfield, and we've got options in attacking midfield with Liljedal, with Ekman, and well, Korovic might need to do something else in that case. I don't know. But a typical 4-2-3-1 and controlling possession might be possible too. On the other hand, that makes us even more vulnerable on the counter, I think. So, not sure if this is a great idea. But it certainly crossed my mind. So, for a positive mentality, we might also see this as some sort of pressing system. That's also something I thought about. Well, actually, it doesn't matter much with the mentality. But in this situation here with the inverted wingers, this might not be a good idea. So, if we see this as a defensive formation, we might as well see the roles in a more defensive manner, right? So why would we try to play with inverted wingers and so on if we can also play with players that want to win back the ball under any circumstance? So something like this. I realized that we don't have them available to us, but something like this. This is highly destructive football. Doesn't matter to us. First and foremost, we need to win the ball. And if we saw in the last matches that this focus, well, it doesn't go well winning the ball all the time. So that can go. Great. Do we have players that can play defensive winger? Sure, why not? I mean, somebody can do it. And if they're not good at it, doesn't matter that much. They can still try to do it, and probably to a better result than we have so far. Puga and Liljedal might be able to play as defensive wingers too. And their instructions are to dribble more, run wide with the ball, well, okay, cross more often, whatever, winger stuff, stay wider, close down more, and tackle harder. That's not specifically impossible for somebody with a strong right foot. But we might also put a left-footed player out here, one of the wing backs, for example, and just go for a more defensive approach. I feel like this might be viable going forward. And Melander obviously is not suited to play here as a ball-winning midfielder in that situation. But we can go with a deep-lying playmaker here on defend duty. And all of a sudden Melander is borderline capable of it, or maybe even multi-Ekman. Now, is there anyone that runs forward? Not so much, but we try to defend as a unit first. And I feel like this was lacking in the recent matches. This sort of formation should include everybody in defense, more or less. So that's important to me. Maybe this is better. So that's more than minor changes. Popple voted for minor changes, but on the other hand, we don't change formation, and I don't think we need to. The formation of 4-1-4-1 is rather solid in defense. This is a way to put men behind the ball. This is okay. We don't need 5 at the backs here necessarily. But we need to go through contracts anyway, so this might take a while. and we don't have to do it here. But there's a lot of contracts that run out. And I'm gonna be positive about this. Maybe we can convince him. So that's probably the first question. Let's compare this guy. So technically, he's not a dribbler, right? We don't want him to dribble. He cannot dribble. This doesn't work. He's not a passing machine specifically, but his passing isn't bad. We can play him as a ball-winning midfielder. His tackling is a bit lacking. Some sort of, I don't know, halfback, defensive midfielder, anything in that regard. Halfback, by the way, is an option here too. But it doesn't fit the playmaker anymore. And the playmaker is easier to have closer to the keeper, so he can get the ball immediately and then distribute from deep. I think that's a better choice here. I don't want to have him in midfield in a defensive formation. That doesn't make much sense. To me at least, because there's nobody in front of him. That's completely different if you play with an attacking midfielder for something, but for example. But in this situation, I feel like the playmaker should be close to the keeper. Also, in a way, in the other formations. Because if the playmaker is higher up on the pitch, for example, with an advanced playmaker, he might just be marked out of the game. And our central defenders and our midfielders overall are not capable of playing through, well, even the opposition attackers. So I don't feel this is viable. That's why we also go with a register here. So this overlapping role here, I still feel is viable. We didn't play Moreira da Silva that much this season. There's really no reason not to do this. So if Anderson doesn't perform, doesn't matter. Moreira da Silva had a good game last time. That's kind of funny actually. Yeah, he came on and he even created to a degree. The system did work, so we should stick to it. This is okay. The same goes for Tilander going forward. Tilander did work so far. There's no reason to change it, and so that combination can be retained. I feel. This in the middle here, we will need to see what we do about it. But Forsell and Asarson are both capable of playing here. Ekman is capable of good performances as a register. We know that from last season, also this season. Apparently he didn't have a bad game this season. Well, there's two 6.5 games here. But the games he played, he had assists. Doesn't matter much. Maybe we can finally use him as a register. And we changed it up too much. Might be part of it. So, given that Ytterhogdals did decent the recent seasons, I don't feel like we need to replace him either. And Sederberg is not a bad keeper, neither is Westberg. I don't feel like this is the problem. The problem might be more here, but Ytterhogdals is a good player, so I don't see that coming anytime soon. That he will be replaced all of a sudden. So this is a very fluid formation apparently. Everybody contributes to everything. In a way that's okay. In a way that fits our playing style. He's got a problem now. There's not that many players that follow him into the penalty area. Let's say the box-to-box midfielder will, to a degree. He will come late into the penalty area. And he might, go for the odd long shot. Now, both of these have halfway capable long shots. They might score one or the other, but I don't want them to take a lot of these. On the other hand, I'd rather have them contribute defensively and, be aware of a counter. So hopefully that works. Also, Asarson as a ball-winning midfielder is on the side where the overlapping fullback is, so there's that. I don't feel specific instructions for Moreira da Silva are needed, but we might set them from time to time. Especially in the next match, the next opposition is in this kind of formation. I'm not even sure if Moreira da Silva needs additional instructions at this point. There's so much space, he will probably go there anyway. So I talked a lot about this now. But I don't feel I said that much, other than realizing that we've got most of what's needed for a capable squad in a tactic that we used last season. We've got most on our hands. Yes, Iron our Holmstrom is missing. That might really be a problem. So they've got a lot of weaknesses. We don't have to. We don't have to. How do I put this? Exploit every single one of them. We just need to play to our strengths. So they play a cautious possession style, and they look to play out of defense and create chances through patient, short passing, build-up play. So if they look to create, to play out of defense, we might want to avoid that. Yeah, we already do. So don't give them time on the ball. Don't give them time to play out of the defense. Press them, and we'll see. And in case the next few matches don't work out, we might even scrap the entire tactic and go for something that's I don't know, really different. Let's say some sort of with defensive roles, a pressing tactic or something like this. Something that's narrow, presses high up on the pitch. I don't know, 4-4-2 or a 4-2-3-1 that tries to press high up on the pitch with defensive wingers or something. That might work. There's other possibilities. Also, within the capabilities of this squad, I feel. Okay, against Ytterhogdals, what do we need? Well, there's no match preparation going right now, so we need that. And I feel we need teamwork too. And given that we're facing one of the weakest opponents in the league, hopefully, I want us to go with the rotating corners here too. Also, our corner taking from the right side doesn't work. It's the way it is. Our corner taking from the right side is not threatening, and the corner taker doesn't contribute anything. The only problem, or the only thing that happens from with corner taking from the right side is that the short option that we intended to cross the ball in gets closed down each and every single time. So there's not really an option here. In other words, maybe we should switch the corner taker, take the worst corner taker of the both. Somebody left-footed, go for the in-swinging corner for the near post, and just hope that Xhaka puts one in. Because this would have been the concept anyway. Now we just need to deal with somebody who's better at taking corners to do it for us. So that second way to take corners, well, Warwick is better suited for this than Talander. But we can definitely go with Warwick here, or with Talander, and let them take the corners at this point. So far as Melander and Korovic, yes. Okay, that could be something that we change. But let's do the lineup first. Well, we have it already. Warwick, I feel, can be on the bench always. It's a bit weird. He didn't like push through to be in the first team yet. Ishak hasn't been scoring for a while, right? Oh, he scored 3 games ago. Okay, but I'm more used to Iron Alholmström's performances, so this is a bit weird. He can come on. So now we do nothing but match preparation again, but maybe it works. Our forward, really, I keep thinking about the thing with the patient passing game and the mentals. Our forward doesn't have good mentals. Our forward is basically he's a physical guy, right? So we'd expect him to push beyond the central defender and run with the ball to a degree, and then probably roof it with his 5 points of finishing. But he's a physical... What happened here? Is this clauses? This is probably a clause. This is not a clause. What happened? Fundraising 6k. Okay. Well, in that case, we're still at 28k. Sure. They are not that happy with me. Neither are the supporters. Malte Ekman is an influential player now these days. I wouldn't have known. Even Muteba moved up. So I still feel that Anderson can be on the bench. Now there's who's captain? Sederberg is captain in that situation. I feel, isn't he? Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, Sederberg is captain. Second to him. We could have gone with Hellström, but he's only 19 years old, so I didn't do that. Do we need a central defender? Yes, we do. We always put Wickberg on the bench here for flexibility because he can play in midfield too, at least for a few minutes. Did he do well recently? Nothing to complain so far. Anderson, on the other hand, similar. Nothing to complain, but nothing to be excited about. Okay, this is good. We can live with that. Alp. That's not good. But I really don't want to put Stolt there. So I'll give Alp another chance and maybe he can recover at some point. And Korovic, I feel he didn't play well. And he needs some time off. Maybe he can find some better performances in him. But that's enough for me. Melander did barely get a chance so far. He could contribute though. He's trained well. He's a good influence on the squad. So yeah, I praised his conduct too much though. But as a replacement for Ekman, Or even as a last ditch effort with an additional Metsala or something, Melander is probably an idea. And out of these here, Puke or Skillermo probably. Now, I don't think Skillermo will go anywhere with the development wise. He's on a 6.6 rating this season so far, that's not great. Puke is even worse though. We even tried to loan him out. He's on a 6.45. Yes, that's a 19-year-old, but really, or 18 even, but that doesn't work. We could go with Hellberg. Hellberg can also play on the wing. He's not good at it, and he didn't show performances that were great this season. On the other hand, I don't feel it was that bad. And I don't want to put Orberg or Ostrom on the bench. Simple as that. So, given that neither Skillermo nor Puken nor Hellberg showed anything to call home about, he has a 7.15. Skillermo has a 6.05, and Puget doesn't train well, 5.85. So that means that the one that did the best training will go on the bench. Whatever, he might need to play winger. We'll see. They should be able to perform I1. Maybe that's whatever. So I'm not sure. I feel with 18 they should be able to train well at least. That's the biggest problem here. And at this point, I'm sad that we didn't sell him. That's questionable. He's got good potential in him, obviously, but I feel we should have sold him for the 15k, and I'm sad that he didn't take the offer. Yes. Yeah, I agree with that. And there's players out there that might come back, like Burnson here. There's still... the star rating is a bit misleading, right? He's close to Da Silva, I'd say, but the physicals are better. And this is especially due to pace and acceleration. But mentals rise, he needs the match practice. So this is good. He's out on loan, that's good. He can come back and be an important player for us, but not just yet. He needs the additional development. He can also develop with us. It's just that there is nobody there or there's no space on the pitch. We would need to get rid of Da Silva and Anderson. Well, Anderson can stick around and be bench captain going forward, but getting rid of Da Silva and what's the other name's guy? Other guy's name, obviously. Well, I forgot it, but the one that has also rather decent physicals but is lacking otherwise. Yeah, I feel a similar... Ngongo it is. Gisla and Ngongo. So I feel a similar argument can be made about him. The physicals are really great, but the rest of it doesn't look good. And even though the rating is really great so far, I'm not sure if this can persist going forward. On the other hand, that means that Anderson is really the worst performer of them all. And he had 10 games. So let's get him off the bench and give Ngongo a go. I'm not sure if I like this, but it is as it is. Training is important, and Anderson doesn't train well. As a perfectionist, even. So. No interesting players so far. Whatever happens this game, next game will definitely be an easy win. It's against Dalkurd. No big deal. Maybe we should have looked for signings that are more in line with our tactical approach, that are good in certain attributes. That's something that didn't go well for me so far. Always looking for the next bargain also means that you end up with a Scott that is decent at some things and not good at much. Yeah, we'll play against Dalkurd. That's an easy win. Sure. Historically, we always won against Dalkurd. It's not a problem. Also, there is no sarcasm at all in this statement, so... First, let's hammer these. Free match unbeaten run. Yeah. They drew 3 times. I don't know. I'd rather prefer. I prefer the 3 points wherever they come from, but I prefer to win these because that means that Ytterhogdals lost, and we definitely need them to lose. We failed to score against him in any of the 4 matches, though. So here's the question. What about Bengtsson? I think Bengtsson is fast. And he's got a dribbling. And he's got the problem that Talander and Warwick exist. And that's about it. The rest of it is fine. We signed him on a cheap contract. He can certainly make an appearance in the first team at some point. Decisions and composure need to improve, but he needs to continue to do well whilst he is on loan. Yeah, me too. So this obviously this wasn't a serious statement with the easy win. I feel like they, especially right now, I don't feel like there is an easy win to be had. We really need a window. I mean, 2 wins, 4 drawn, 5 losses. We really shouldn't lose that many games. But the last seasons that we dominated so much, we did so with not so much with possession, but it was really down to Iron Al Holmstrom. He was a really important player in that sense. Melander has trained really well. So I want to give Melander a chance, even though Ekman is available. I want to give Melander a chance. He did well. Yeah, not going there and praising them again. I don't know if Melander can play this. He certainly trained for it, if I'm not mistaken. He should have trained as a register for the entire time. So he should be able to play this at this point. Maybe he can show us what he can do. Because for a 30-year-old to get from 6.05 training rating to nearly 8, that implies that he wants to play. To me at least. So either he showed great effort or he's got some potential left in him. Johan Andersson. There's a potential issue with Wickberg and the contract. Yeah, I forgot about these. Okay, let's hope that we can... Wonderful. Wonderful. So the Wickberg stuff we can resolve at the end of the season. Hopefully this promise doesn't... Yeah, he will be offered a new contract at the end of the season. Sure. Or we will sell him at the end of the season. Something like this. With old players that are not physically that capable, there's always the possibility that technicals are still fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, I really enjoy giving promises to players. It's wonderful. It's a part of Football Manager that I enjoy the most. Especially the ones that are absolutely impossible to follow through with. So, doesn't matter, we want to go wide, we want to congest midfield. So we will show them to the outside, that's for sure. Where is it? We will try to trap them on the outside. Yeah, definitely not on the inside. We will try to trap them on the outside, and hopefully they do not have good crossers. Do I want to look into this? This is so pacey. Yeah, as always. No, really, I don't want to. I feel maybe I overcomplicate things from time to time. Let the players decide. This is a home game. We need the 3 points. So I'm expecting a good performance. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, who knows. Ishak, Forsell, Hagedal, Melander. First pass of the game for Melander, many more to come. Hogdal, Moreira da Silva. Asarson, Melander. And a long ball that might be suited for Telander. If he felt so inclined to run for it, that is. Muteba. Liljadal. Nearly loses the ball with a wonderful cross from Moreira da Silva. He didn't bring that one in, but we get a first corner. And I didn't instruct them to take the corners another way, so let's see if they close them down. Yes. Melander corner. Ends with Liljadal. Liljadal for Sell. Muteba. Hellström. Hellström. Muteba. Hellström. Muteba again. That's a nice idea for Liljadal. Da Silva, Asarson, Melander for Telander, and the ball gets run off. It was offside anyway. Okay. Da Silva loses the ball here. Immediately they go for the long ball. Molin. That was really lucky. This is the kind of chance that we shouldn't give away, and it happens time and time again with Hellström. So maybe Boltigrad Blom is the better choice there after all. Liljadal manages to go past his man. Nobody there to help him though. And that pass is intercepted. This is theirs. Asarson, Telander. Oh, so close. Well intercepted. Forsell wins the ball back. Liljadal. Muteba. Forsell. Liljadal. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Now who will take the penalty in case Korovic is not on the pitch? Melander it is. That's a routine one. No, I won't. I'm an atheist, I will not, but thank you very much. And welcome to the stream, by the way, Kumquat. You've come to the in the right moment. This goal is probably for you. Or maybe for Popple for sticking around all that time. But anyway, we've got a goal. At least. Molin. That should be for Zetterberg, yes. Not a problem. Hogdal, Da Silva. That's just a bad choice by Da Silva to go with the high ball for Telander. Telander's not a strong guy. Why would you go for the long ball? Play it for Telander. It's just a bad decision. He could have kept it and retained possession. Hogdal. Nesholm, that is not a good shot. By the way, with respect to retaining possession, I think now we can work the ball into the box again. And try to retain it first and foremost. Muteba with another yellow card. Great. That looks decent so far here. And there's Melander with a nice long ball for Liljadal. Liljadal. Ishak. Forsell. It wasn't a good shot. there's voices outside. I was wondering why there's specific voices in Football Manager all of a sudden. Muteba. It's a interesting cross. Da Silva. Asarson. Da Silva again. Telander. That's an easy one for Forsell. He doesn't try to score it though. What's going... Well, Muteba with the second. They basically carried it into goal. I don't know what happened there. Doesn't matter in the end. There was a lot of passing. Telander. Forsell should have taken the shot already. Liljedahl again. And then Muteba here. Dribbles into the man basically. And goes for the shot on the second try. So, I don't know why. I don't know why they do this now. But apparently it works. I cannot remember when we scored 2 goals last time, and especially when it was that we didn't concede any so far. That is Pedersen, Johansson, Andersson, not intercepted by Da Silva. Not a bad cross. Olsson, Liljedahl, and Molen. Forcing them outside might work. I'm not sure if this is what's at play here, but we're trying to force them outside, and it doesn't look like they create that many chances. They're trying to cut inside immediately, as instructed by probably due to the formation. By due, exactly. Melander. Muteba, Liljedahl, Muteba again, Melander, Ishak, Forsell, and Melander again. Asarson, Melander. Well, Melander certainly had his amount of passes this game so far. I'm happy with that. He also scored a penalty. Well done, Da Silva. Well done, even though if a bit lucky. Can he bring it in? Well, he can get a corner. Now, I think we practiced corners, but this is probably not what our corners looked like. Melander, Ishak. Well, happy with that. We can do that going forward. Maybe we can score a third. So, what do you think? Switching to the defensive formation at this time? Or probably not? Looks like we're well in control of the game so far, even if we're not creating that many chances. Hagedal, Hellström, Hagedal. Central defenders in midfield. Great. Hellström, Hagedal. We have a nice pass for Da Silva. There's so much space there. Well, that was not a great choice. And Forsell with another shot. Yeah, I think so too. Let's keep it at that. Yeah, hopefully they can make it count. If they score a third, this thing's through. Well, or should be through. Hagedal. Oh, Forsell is not the one to win these. Melander, Liljedahl, Hellström, Muteba. Just pushes forward, scored a goal. Worked out so far. Wonderful pass by Liljedahl for Ishak. What will he do? He crosses it or tries to go with the pass to the middle. Not a bad choice though. But here's Muteba again. We lose the ball. Elk with the long ball. Hagedal. Ishak doesn't jump. Why not? Well done by Melander here. Hagedal discovers his playmaker abilities. Doesn't work out well though. Olsson. Elk. And we might be able to close that down. Oh, this is not a bad choice. Sederberg is in goal though, and that long shot looked not that dangerous. No short distribution this time. Wonderful combination by Ishak and Tillander. There's the third. We got it. We got it. Now probably we can be happy with the performance. At this point. That was really lucky though. It was really lucky. Third goal of the game. So we might make it off the playoff, off the relegation spot after all. Playoffs are probably not realistic at this point, but let's see. Wonderful. Melander. Hagedal. Offside. This looks good. I'm happy with that. And really, the quality of the chances they had was really low. But they especially happy with the fact that they took every second chance they had. We scored 3 and well, we had 3 shots on target. All 3 were in. Remember the question on a press conference about the keeper that we were absolutely unable to score against? We might have scored 3 goals against him this game. Tillander. Da Silva with the cross. Arsason, Tillander. Nice ball for Forsell. Will he go for the long shot? Well, no. He tried to dribble through with it. I don't know why. Forsell could have taken the shot immediately there. He should have done it. Ishak. Ishak. Is this a cross? Something along the lines. And that's another corner. Let's praise them. Yes, I'm happily praising my team. That's exactly what happened. What's going on here? Well closed down by Hagedal. Well done. Da Silva. With a cross from deep. Ishak. Anderson. Can Da Silva close him down? Apparently he can. And another ball from deep for Ishak. Tries to find Tillander. This works once more. Ah, bad finish. Elk just distributes it wide, by the way. You see that? There, or with the long ball. Yeah, I didn't expect that either. But we seem to close him down high up on the pitch, and that apparently, other than giving us chances, this also avoids the constructive build-up play from the back that they usually have. Free kick for Tillander. Crossbar. That's probably the 5th or 6th time this season that we rattle a crossbar after free kicks. It's really so close. Hellström, wonderful ball for Ishak, shouldn't be offside. Not a bad cross, but Elk is there and Tillander is not. Again with a long ball here. Not a problem for Hagedal. Midfield seems a bit empty though. What's going on here? They don't close him down. Oh, it'll be a corner. That was really close. Can we defend this? Pedersen with the corner. Easy one for Sederberg. Well done. Well done, guys, well done. Let's praise them once more. Hope that they can find another good 10 minutes in them. Muteba. Forsell. Muteba. 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 Forsell. With the cross. Not for Tillander. Assasson. Da Silva. Nice cross. Ishak. 4 goals. 4 goals. I cannot believe it. And we conceded 0. Now, if only they could have distributed those 4 goals over the other games. We're running hot here. Alright. Wonderful game so far. They will not be able to score 4 goals against us if we go back, I feel. We will go with the inverted wingers though. Here. And try to score 1 on the counter. And also that means that, well, this is the rubbish. Apparently I put I put Berg on the bench. So not sure what's going on here, but luckily we will not need him. But Alp can make an appearance here if my drag and drop works. So Alp is the one to knock the ball past the opponent and to cross from deep. So yeah, knocking the ball past the opponent is a bad choice here, but the crossing from deep might be viable. And well, Ishak has an excellent game. No use substituting him. Who's the worst? Assasson. Ball-winning midfielder. Do we want to replace the ball-winning midfielder? I don't think so. I really just want to get rid of the yellow card. So let's go there. And let's see this game through. Liljedan might also be an option to be switched off or get off the pitch. Maybe give Skillermo some time on the pitch. It's not like Liljedan had a bad game. Well closed down by Liljedan here, and he loses it immediately. That's not a bad long ball. Oh, we're lucky. I really thought we invite them now, but actually we do the opposite, right? Ishak won a yellow, so that's it. Warwick can come on, and for the left wing we had nobody except for Hellberg, so might as well give him some playing time. What about Wickberg? Yeah, why not? We gotta rotate a little bit, and maybe Ekman for Melander. Melander had a wonderful game, and I think he deserves the rest. The others should do. And in 12 minutes, even with an injury, we should be able to carry through a 4-0. So, I feel like we got this. Da Silva with a questionable decision to go for the long ball here. Pedersen, well closed down by Asarson. He had a good game, by the way. He wasn't visible all the time, but he didn't fall off. Larsen. Okay, we got this. "90 minutes are through. Just stoppage time and this free kick. And that's an easy one to clear for Wickberg. Hellberg, in a rather unusual role for him as an inverted winger. Hellström. Forsell. With a long ball for Tillander. Well done. Tillander finds the pace. And it's really close. Well intercepted there. Last ditch effort. Tillander again. Wonderful pass. 5-0 by Warwick. I cannot believe it. Did you see that pass? That went past 4 or 5 guys. Wow. Well, that sees the game through. Asarson immediately wins the ball there and loses it subsequently. Johansson. And Warwick. That gives Warwick another goal, by the way, which is great. Tillander. Nah, there's nothing here. That's it. That should be the game. So they waste a bit of time here. Warwick again. And that's it. We won it. That's the game. Let's go to the dressing room, praise everyone, continue, and that's it. We got it. Well done. So, I will go on a toilet break now, because this really made me nervous. I'll be back in a minute or two. And we can all enjoy the result and see where it leads us going forward. This is a horrible distribution of outcomes, by the way. I love it. So, now we have another 3 points to our name. But I'd rather have had those 5 goals throughout different games. That would have given us a few more points here and there. I'm always happy to hammer Ytterhogdals though, so there's that. Next opponent is Delkert. And, well, I might need to pedal back a little bit on what I previously mentioned about being an easy win against Delkurt. But yeah. Tillander with a goal and an assist. He might be in perfect morale now. No, he isn't. Well, what will we praise him for? Probably the goal. Wonderful man. Press conference. No. Am I delighted with that win? Yes. Yeah, the reason to be positive here is that, I don't know, I want to win another 3 points because really, this will not do. We need 35. And 35 are way off 35. So we need 35 now. And I will not rest until we have the 35. Oh! Nila Farsell had his 100 game. I didn't know. I would have specifically praised him for it. 9 goals in 100 games, that's not great, but he's a midfielder, so who cares? Anton Ishak, on the other hand, scored a goal, had an assist. Decent. Decent. I don't care, he will get sold anyway. So, yeah, we had a considered passing game. Ah, phone's ringing, so I gotta go for another break, sorry. Be right back. Yeah, we'll go for the easy win now. So, yeah. I had to take that one, but it was a short one. Anyway. I'm back. So, considered passing approach, really? Sure. Sure. It was more down to formations, I feel. The passing approach. So not so much about what we think will work or will not work or find pretty or I don't know. I don't care. That with the easy win? That was about Delkurt. With the easy win. Not about Ytterhogdals. So I might, now that we'll face Delkurt, I probably need to say that the next game will be an easy win. So, well, but I can. Sure. Delkurt will be an easy win, not a problem. We'll do it. But there's one thing I didn't do in this game. I didn't set opposition instructions. Maybe I overdo it with opposition instructions all the time. Maybe that's a bad thing. Oh, now the hair is going all over the place. Well, I'll leave it as it is, right? Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'll be like this for the remainder of the stream. So I will not be a model for Manscaped anytime soon. Okay. But one of the best things about this is the performance of Melander. He trained well, 7.2 rating. The passing could be improved, yes, 2 key passes, he had a goal, well, that was the penalty, right? I'm happy with that. That's okay. He found the arguments to play another one. On the other hand, maybe not against Delkurt away from home. And also, this is probably a bit much. So, let's keep the inverted wingers. Maybe on attack duty for both. This is box standard. We can probably deal with something like this. And that's also rather easy to change. They can still close down more, right? Can they? To press more often? Sure. They can press more often. He should do so too. Well, this is balanced from a pressing perspective. And he can press more often. So, he already does. He closes down more anyway, right? Yeah. So now we instructed the front row here to trigger the press as much as possible. And these back here to stand back. So hopefully they can press a bit more. There's a problem here though. If you look at this, we cannot teach them to press in midfield in the middle of the season. Or if we do, well, no. I think the mid block will not work because they are not used to it. We gotta teach them another time about the mid block. I don't want to change that up too much. So hopefully the pressing more often here that we just instructed has some implications though. Hopefully that works to a degree. And that definitely get rid of Anton Berg on the bench. I don't know what got into me there. Da Silva is absolutely incapable of playing this, so Anderson might make an appearance, but yeah. By the way, Da Silva had also a decent game, didn't he? Well, everybody did. 8.2. Yeah, decent. So what happened there? We went back with where we started, yes? apparently sometimes you don't have to find new solutions to old problems. You can just apply the solution that was already there. Ty Coakley. Under... Somebody wants him. For money. Seriously? Well... We tried to teach him to be a register for 3 months. Nobody cared so far. Doesn't work well. Yeah, I mean, he's an Englishman, so... yeah. We needed to go that way just to find back home. To a degree I'm serious about it, but to another degree I really want to ridicule that statement. Sorry, man. This is... but sure, yeah. Maybe the opponent was unaware that we can still play this one. They thought we can only do, I don't know, bullshit tactics going forward. So they are expected to play with a slightly more cautious mentality and tiki-taka style. And, well, extreme variant of controlled possession. Wonderful. Delkurt, you may... let them have their tiki-taka, and we will play what we know. Which, in this case, is this. Sure, primary train tactic it is again. So, what do we need? Some marking and position roll duty familiarity. Not a problem. We will copy last week, which we cannot do for some reason. Thank you, Football Manager. And go with it this week. Where's teamwork? Here's teamwork. And there should be attacking movement. Let's roll with it until the 4th. Okay, cool. Delkurt are 6. Yes. Wonderful. But also in the last game, you saw that we are vulnerable to be to concede on the counter. Doesn't matter what we did prior to that. We are vulnerable. That's a part of the reality. And this is down to I don't know, bad positioning, bad concentration, bad acceleration and pace. It seems to happen a lot to Hellström. The young guy. By the way, now that some more people are here, welcome back, and hope you had a great week. Just saying. Corners. Yeah, so we should deal with the corner taking. This will not do going forward. Well, might as well play preseason, doesn't matter. Because our corner system looks really great until nobody goes for it. And it doesn't happen that our corners from the right side get taken the way we want them to be taken. So we need somebody else there. How can we do that? This is another set pieces episode. No, it is not. It will not take that forever. So we'll just switch it here. We will just switch. So this is defensive short corner, right? We will go with... not with this. Great, I don't want him to take the set piece here. Well, maybe it will take a bit longer. Yeah, it might. So I do not want these to take the corner. I want the left-footed players to take the corner at this point. So that's Warwick and where's Tillander? Hillstrom, definitely not. Here's Tillander. They are both really bad corner takers. Doesn't matter to me. Corners. Defensive, short corner right, doesn't exist anymore. This is stupid. He can stay back, definitely. Actually, no. Looking outside the box is great for him. This is okay. This is okay. So, he shouldn't take short corners at this point, so, sondern. German. But he should take the near post corners. Box standard stuff. What about him? Yes, there's Asarson. He can stay behind. This is great. Nobody to attack it. Yes, we won a game. No, really I didn't. No. But I'm not the one to notice these changes immediately, so I have no idea. Save routine. Defensive, near post, corner right. And now we need a positive near post corner right. So Melander outside here, this is okay, this is alright too. Stay back if needed is a horrible instruction, so I will not do that under any circumstance. Because they just cannot decide what to do. And that will go to the near post. And we will call this one positive short post corner right. If I find a save menu, that is. Here it is. That's near post corner, obviously. Near post corner right. Alrighty. And this is what we will play. So back to where we started, set pieces wise. Did you notice any kumquat? The changes? Is there anything? Like your formation doesn't work anymore. Shadow strikers have been nerfed. I don't know. No, that was Mika Billion, right? Seriously, I'm so confused by this all the time. I don't know what you did to me. Two completely different people, one from Sweden, the other from Britain or something, and I just confuse them all the time. Ole Svensson, trained well, great, wonderful man. What's the message about? Less desirable characteristic. Well, as long as he got less sporting or something, I don't care. Joachim Andersson is now homegrown. That is great. Yeah. That goes down well with me. So apparently this didn't happen to us at all. Like I feel you came in today right at the right moment. We won a 5-0. The other games might not have gone that great though. So yeah, maybe it had an influence, but seriously though, I don't think I don't want to blame it on the match engine. And if you play a certain tactic just to fit the match engine, it's not I don't know, it's not a good engine anyway, right? You don't want to exploit the engine. You want to win the game against whatever the computer does to the best of your abilities. There was one installment of Football Manager where everyone played 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress or something like that, and it worked. And I didn't play it because it worked, I did play it because I liked it. But once I realized that this is apparently the go-to formation and mentality for this season, or for this installment of Football Manager, I went with defensive. I specifically went with a club. I'm not aware of the level anymore. I don't know. Kit color was blue. Something in England, and they were. I took them over on. Well, they were halfway through to relegation, and I managed to. Closely, but I managed to go down in the end. But I tried to play a defensive formation and score on the counter. And given that all this gegenpressing was really hard that season, it was not an easy save. But I enjoyed that much more than playing what's meta right now. So in that sense, I don't really care about the match engine. I just want to play. And I feel all this works well in the match engine, that works well in the match engine, and this doesn't work. I feel this deducts from the joy you get out of the game, to a degree. It's not like I'm totally opposed to this kind of thinking. I mean, some sort of analytical thinking is inherent to me, I feel, or at least I see myself that way. Anyway, it's a reflection of the social environment probably, but yeah, I feel you lose out on the fun. If you found something that works and you're happy with it and you're happy that it works for your squad, and then you realize later on that you've been playing a meta system that everybody plays all the time, this deducts from your fun. Now it doesn't feel like an achievement anymore. And if the game's really hard on you and you're trying to make something work that is really hard, and you barely make it work, and afterwards you realize, well, you've been facing the meta of the match engine this installment. Can you really be proud of this then? You can't, right? It's just, you look at it and you gotta agree that you were out of luck. And whatever you did, it's not because you were not good enough, or because your players were not good enough, or because your tactics were not good enough. It's just because the match engine was programmed against you. And I don't want to feel that way about a game. It's disappointing? I hope disappointing is the right way to put it here. In both cases. So I don't know why I would want that. Some people feel that way about for example, perks and role-playing games. So this is me making assumptions. I assume that everybody on this planet played Skyrim at this point, and if you didn't, well, I don't know. Can't help you. But in Elder Scrolls V and Skyrim, there's a perk, for example, for yeah. I agree. But anyway, to finish that story, in I don't know, you probably know this even. In Skyrim there's a perk for armor penetration on maces and stuff, right? So it penetrates like a certain percentage of armor or something in the default game, in the unmodded game, which is not played by anyone anyway. But that's how the perk works. Problem is, the opponents don't have, well, there's rarely any armor, and the armor that gets penetrated is the amount is minuscule, so the perk doesn't do anything. That's a typical Bethesda thing. They included something in the game. It sounds good. They implemented it the way it was meant to be, and the playtesting apparently wasn't done. Or I don't know. The person responsible for the math must have pushed their head against the wall a few too many times. That's just how Bethesda bug fixing and playtesting works apparently. And in the end, we got a perk in the game that's absolutely useless, and a weapon class that gets rendered absolutely useless due to the fact that their perk is useless. So you do not need to go for maces in Skyrim, but I've encountered players in my social environment that do not want to know about this stuff because it deducts from their playing experience, and I can see their point. Me, in that case, I'm definitely the one to wanna know, and I wanna be angry about it, because this is a single player game and it should be balanced, and not some part of it shouldn't be bullshit. 10 years after release or whatever it is right now, 15 probably at this point. Yeah, and in Football Manager, I don't know. There's so many changes that. With the engine over the years, if you want to improve stuff, there's lots of things that will not go well. There was a time when crossing and scoring through over the other winger was just superior in Football Manager and always worked. The fullbacks were really bad at defending at that time. But I seriously cannot remember which installment it was. Oh, we were defeated last time we played Delkert. Then I take everything back. This will not be an easy one. This will be a very easy one. We can get revenge. We'll make it look easy. No, they will go down because we do not want to. They are doomed. Sure. Sure. Maybe with a bit less possession against Delkert. I don't even know who that is. Apparently a good central defender with decent passing and a decent vision. So that's what you all signed up for? Rants about perks in Skyrim whilst playing Football Manager. Well, he played well so far. Oh no, the relegation zone, we just came out of it. I played a lot of other games over the years too, so I might have an opinion on this or that too, but it's just, you know, just my opinion. Insert Big Lebowski meme here. He's a wonderful player and I love him, that's why we signed him, and well, I want to keep him around for another, I don't know, 3 to 5 years, until his resale value has increased enough. Might we spring a tactical surprise or two here? I don't think so. We've got a good relationship with him though. Maybe we want to sign a player at some point. What was the expectation anyway? I don't care. It's not like it's FC Stockholm just yet. Once it reaches FC Stockholm levels, I will deal with it. By the way, if we ever get fired from Ytterhogdals, we will go to FC Stockholm and do the exact opposite. A club that has too much money apparently and is way down below in the giant stadium also. So we will go there and take on the hopeless club with apparently the hopeless player base and get promoted. Or maybe not, I don't know. If we ever do another save on the stream. Oh, Da Silva. Seriously, with the contracts? Why? Also at the end of the season. Contract stuff all the time. I might have mentioned that we need to go through the contracts anyway. So let's inverse that. Let's do it the other way around. Is there anyone in this squad that you think that should definitely have contract until at the end of the season and should stay with the club? What happened there? Natural progression apparently. This is highly unlikely to happen, right? He improved! Like, seriously. Overall, he improved. We might even play him at one point. Tillander. This doesn't look great, but you can certainly do better. Whatever. Okay. Delcurd. I expect answers, by the way. So by now you will know every single player of this team by heart, obviously. And I will not take recommendations to re-sign Hugo Bergman. Let's have a look. What's he doing, by the way? Ten games, 1 goal, 6.65. Yeah, well, but that's a division above. So, why not? One league level higher. We got a clause on him. I hope he does well. I just don't want to have him back anymore. Great. Thank you very much. He's available for loan now, yes. And a few others. What about Söderberg? So, now I don't know. But he can play ball-winning midfielder, right? Yeah, he can play ball-winning midfielder. And in case Artason gets injured, that's probably not a bad idea to have a replacement. Will he sign for a decent amount of money? Probably not. Will we sign him anyway? I'll say it. Fuck the training center, whatever. Let's sign a player, a 29-year-old. Oh, no. This is not what I was going for. Thank you very much. So, he wants to be star player. My mouse doesn't work. What's going on here? Please don't tell me it's broke already. I don't have money for new equipment. He wants to be star player. He can be important player. Come on, man. Okay, I will not give promises about the coaching team. Seriously? Oh, all of a sudden it works. Yeah, the mouse is broken. It doesn't click anymore when I click. This is wonderful. It's exactly what I needed. Prior to the weekend at that. I might have a replacement around somewhere. $300 per week. Forget it. I will not spend cash on that. Forget it. That's, I will not do that. Great screen here, by the way. This is what I get from playing too much Football Manager. And I don't know how it's called in English. And in German, I think we say prellen for that behavior. When once you click and it doesn't do it anymore, or you drag and drop and it assumes this is 2 clicks and that stuff. It's usually due to the sensor under the mouse button. Hammering a hole into the mouse button itself. So that's what's going on here, and this means I need to exchange that one for a new one, because there will probably be no guarantee on this one anymore. Fantastic. New youth intake. Look at this. It's all class E or below. So not a thing. And David Bandrank, yes, he can go. That looks good though, overall. Overall, this looks really good. In comparison to the others, he's not that of a pacey guy or that of a... Let's compare this to the Silver. Just for a second, and then the Silver can go and... Yeah. Can we pay him 100? Not sure. Do we want to? Definitely not. The performance on the league is concerning him. He doesn't want to sign for us, so you can go on the short list then. Yeah, sure. Added to. Oh, this is a pop-up that shows that he was added for a year. Okay. So Delkert. Is there anything we would do differently about Delkert? There's a Zendelovsky. Okay, nice name. There Arhin Lundgren. None of these look really bad. Solo striker. Decent acceleration and pace, good finishing, good dribbling, good first touch. Technique's fine, work rate's fine, off the ball movement is fine, anticipation is fine, composure is fine. Yeah. We will have a problem. But I promise this is a 5-0 or whatever, so yeah. Who did train well? This, oh no, that's a... Not, I shouldn't have asked. So, Kulovic, Melander, Telander, Berg. Berg, really? Well, that bug is still around. Still skipped. I didn't click anything. Wonderful. I feel like the bug fixes apparently are all out on the database maybe. So not sure what they fixed with the latest patch. The opposition, no, I don't want to instruct them to play anyway. Go with the slightly more direct passes. And trapping him outside is okay too, but I don't feel it's necessary in this case. The deep block is fine too. Hopefully they close down more though. He should anyway. Do we want to play with Melander? Seriously, man. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, I don't know. You cannot click through these menus without noticing. Revenge. Revenge. Give them some scratches and blue marks. This is the opposite of a non-violent language, by the way. Non-violent language, by the way. Gotta be aggressive about it. I would love to have a superior playing quality to show in this match. Still fair. Zendelovsky is a really wonderful name. I should sign that guy just for the name. Zendelovsky. Free kick by Arhin here. That went wide. Zetterberg saw that one. Not a problem. Long distribution by Zetterberg. Not a problem here. Melander intercepts it well. Forsell. Liljedahl. Will he make a run with it? Apparently he will. At least a bit. Then he goes for the cross. Tillander intercepts it here. Will he go for the shot? 7 minutes into the game, we got a shot. Well, expected goals wise, we were in front. Lundgren, Bilchan, Arhin, Katic. Bilchan. Esper. We're trying to close him down. It's all in our half of the pitch at this point. Look how far they push up. Just look at it. We'll go for more direct passing. I feel like this might work in this circumstance. Don't care about possession anymore. Just take the direct ball and go for it. There we have it. Well, okay. We don't have it. But we could have had the ball. Tillander Tillander free kick, Hellström header. Well, that certainly looked like a Hellström header. 6 points of heading in action. Zendelovski with a nice long ball for Adu. Well intercepted by Andersson. Asarson. Well, I'm not sure if this is well intercepted. Hagedal with a very long ball. Creative built-up play. So expected goals wise, I'm not happy here. We do not have enough expected goals. The opponent has twice as much. Yeah, that's point. Ishak. I'm not unhappy that he went with the long shot here. His long shots are better than his finishing after all. Stiff Bichan or something like that. Esper. Katic. Bilchan, Katic, Esper. It's Bilchan, yes. Oh, this looks like a good ball. Is this offside? It's not. There you are, sitting close to the goal, wondering what's going on. He played a nice ball from midfield, Adu on the wing, and Deprem just taps it in. I mean, what do we try to defend for anyway? Really. This is perfect. A bit longer on the ball would have been outside, a bit shorter and the ball wouldn't have reached the attacker. Perfect timing, perfect execution. Gotta draw the head here. There's not much we can do against something like this. Ishak. For sale. Seriously? Okay, that's it. If we give away the chances anyway, we might as well go with an attacking formation. Cause we gotta score one. This is not a home game, so I will encourage them, but I said it's an easy win, so we at least we need to win. Asarson, Muteba. For sale. Nice one for sale, Ishak. Header over the goal by Ishak. Nice one for sale. And he lost it immediately. Lindfors. Sendelovski. Lundgren. Biljan. Okay. We defended so well for 30 minutes. And then something like this comes along. Tillander. Asarson, that could be offside. It is. Katic, Stiff, Zendelovski, Lundgren, Lindfors, Muteba. And that's well done by Sederberg. They really cut us open here. I want to look into something too here. The triggering the press, they already do a lot, right? Yes. Yeah, they already trigger the press a lot. I don't know what we can do to change things. Because this is not well defended so far. Well, it was well defended in the first half for about 30 minutes. And then we went down. And thank you for the trace. Not well done. Liljedal for Cell, and that leads nowhere. For Cell, got a foot in here. Ishak. What a pass. Muteba. Okay, that's it. So, we will be angry at them, right? Sure, we will be angry at them. Melander. Hellstrom. Hagedal. Hagedal with a long ball. And that ends up with the keeper. Anderson, Hellstrom. Another long ball. Liljedal, Ishak, Forsell. Forsell, that shouldn't be offside for Ishak. Over the goal. Mr. Ishak, you have to do better. We should probably teach him some finishing at some point. Oh no. Deprem. Lucky. It was offside. We were lucky. We should have put Kulafic on the pitch, probably. Due to his training performances. That would have been the day. Anderson gets overrun here. Adu, Esper, Lundgren and Sederberg with a last-ditch effort. Got the fingertips on it. Arhin, Hagedal. Adu just runs past his man. And we face another corner. Arhin. Well defended so far. Telander defends it there. Against Adu. And there's another cross. Yeah, easy win, as I said. Easy win for them. So, if we want to win this, we gotta change something. And I'm not entirely certain what. That said, we need to create some chances, and the ball-winning midfielder will not do in that situation. So Malte Ekman can come on and try to be Metzala, which is certainly one of his strong suits. Then we know this is a formation that should be vulnerable on the wings, so we might as well overlap in both situations here. And work the ball into the box and try to create some chances in a more static setup, I'd say. Warwick is not really one for up front. Everybody looks fired up, except for Malte Ekman, who doesn't care, but he will come on anyway. So now we have less defensive options on the pitch. It's not like they did much anyway. And maybe we can also replace Anderson at some point. Tillander, Anderson. He's trying. Well done, Anderson. Tillander. Ishak, Tillander, Anderson. Ishak. Forsell. Why the shot? Why? They combined really well until that point. You should have gone with another pass or two. Anderson. Hagedal, Melander. Hagedal for Cell. Lilydal. Muteba. Out on his own, on the wing. As instructed, by the way. Nice cross for Anderson. What will he do? Close. Close. My better half just came home, so I closed the door. So, bit weird. Let's finish this game. And we'll probably finish up the stream afterwards. Arhin. Nadu. Not bad passing. Another cross. I don't know why they cannot avoid the crosses here. Well done, Melander, Ekman, Lilydal for Cell. Doesn't find a penetrating pass in the middle of the pitch. It was really an easy one. Muteba. Muteba. That's another corner. 25 minutes to go. At least it looks like we have a chance to create something now. Melander. With the short option. Lilydal. Way out for Ekman. Tillander. That's a creative corner, to say the least. Anderson. Ishak. Yeah, really threatening. Really. Stiff. They close down the opposition really well. It doesn't look like we'll look at that. Lilydal. One less to go. One less to go. That was well intercepted. They played with fire and they got what they came for. So, yeah. So, one more goal to go and we can still get a point at least. Hagedal for Cell, Ekman. Nice pass by Ekman again. Face a free kick here by Lundgren. Smashes the crossbar. This is something I noticed. There's a lot more crossbars and aluminum involved in recent matches, but I'm not sure if this is down to the match engine or just, I don't know, us. This didn't look like good defending, by the way. Hagedal. Very long pass for Zetterberg. Ishak. Arhin. Nice opening pass for Adu, sadly. And Deprem with another header. Is there anybody on the bench that we trust to make a difference at this point? So Tillander had a really bad game. Let's give Warwick some time on the pitch. Lilydal, he has a good one. Thing is, we need another striker. We don't have another striker. I will not put Hellberg on the pitch as a striker. Anyone else? Melander is on a 6.5. Ekman can do that. Hellberg cannot do that really, though. So settling into the match well. For some reason, I don't know why. Anderson doesn't have a good game, but Moreira da Silva is more suited to the role anyway. At this point. Vikberg and Hagedal, I don't think Vikberg should come on, and well, Hellström doesn't have a great game, but I don't see the use in replacing him yet. And Muteba needs to go off at this point. Let's bring Alp on, even though I don't trust him. I don't trust him to make the difference. But whatever. Let's hope for it. Because formation-wise, this now goes better. We intercepted their build-up play. We built from the back. We tried to go over the wings. This did work so far. Well, so much for going over the wings, right? Warwick. He's fresh. Should be. Hogdal. Ishak wins the header. Melander. Oh, what a pass. Right in the back of Srsly. He ran away from it. Da Silva. Great. Ytterhogdals loses it immediately. Come on, guys. You can do better. I will not encourage them. I will demand more. Zandalovsky. Hogdal. Well intercepted. Da Silva just puts it out of the penalty area. Warwick is not around though. Biljan. That should be offside. Apparently it wasn't. Well, with Sederberg then. Hogdal, Moreira da Silva. Hogdal, Melander. What a pass by Melander. It was offside? I don't think so. This didn't look like an offside. Okay, and let's give Wickberg some time on the pitch now that Ytterhogdals is really exhausted. Actually, forget about it. We'll bring Hellberg on for Forsell. I realized that Forsell had a good game, but he's tired, so... Get out, you've got 12 minutes to change the game. We need a point. Simple as that. Just score a goal. Went. Nobody closes him down. Another corner. Well, demanding more wasn't the right way to do it, apparently. Arhin. Well cleared so far. Arhin again, is it offside? Yes, it is. It is, at least according to the referee. Zandalovsky with the yellow. We gotta push forward now. Doesn't matter, we can always lose by another goal. So, very attacking. Probably not the early crosses, but shoot on side. Playing for set pieces? Sure. And passing into space? Yeah, why not? They push up high. So, let's try. Didn't create something so far. Ekman. Oh, that was Hogdal in the middle. And now we're cut up open wide. Can we just close him down, please? Look at this. Sederberg turns it into a corner. I would be furious if this were my team to not score that counter. Nobody went back, nobody helped out in the back. Arhin. Arhin again. Can somebody close him down, please? Oh, apparently it's offside. For some reason. Can we get another chance? Set piece. Moreira da Silva. Not one for Hogdal apparently. Alp. Hellberg. Hellberg. Was deflected. Warwick. Moreira da Silva. Ekman. Ekman for Warwick. Oh, didn't find a way inside. 20 seconds to go. 15. Hellström. Alp. What's this? Hellstrom again. Hellberg. Melander. This is not a way to create another chance. Easy! I called it. Easy. We gave away too many good chances here. This is down to quality. I'm not sure if what we could have done otherwise. Probably we could have gone in with a more positive attitude, but really. Also, we had some chances. Yeah, it's a process. Well, one step forward, 2 steps back, right? I don't think they did proud of themselves, but sure, let's be positive. Okay, we end up 12th. That's better than this morning at the start of the streaming sessions, so that's okay. Still very close to the relegation zone though. The next match is against Luleo. IFK Luleo. That's it. Alp is set for another year. Well, he gets another year if he makes another appearance. I think we can deal with that. So next time we will probably look into contracts. Hopefully. If we don't, we forgot about it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around, and I will try to spend some free time with the most important person in my life. So yeah, gotta commit to that. Have a nice evening, have a nice new weekend, and maybe I will go for the odd stream at the weekend too. As Popple said earlier, we gotta adapt the schedule at some point. You too, everyone. Yeah, well, you'll see. You'll be informed once I stream once more. So maybe we'll see each other soon. Have a good one. Bye.